The following are the settings regarding the check criteria. Limit plastic strain. Limitation of plastic deformation of steel after reaching the yield point. Eurocode recommends a value of 5% as a safety zone. Local deformation limit. With this option, you define a limit value for local deformation as check criteria. Warning plastic strain. Here, you define the value of the plastic deformation at which we want the software to display an orange warning on the model. Warning check level. Entering this value specifies the percentage of utilization of an individual component. In the results display, component will be displayed orange. In other words, it will represent a warning about the proximity of reaching the resistance level. Optimal check level. Entering this value also specifies the percentage of utilization of an individual component. In the results display, component will be displayed green. In other words, it will represent a zone of the optimal component usability. Distance between bolts. This refers to the bolt spacing check. Distance between bolts and edge. Like the previous parameter, this refers to the distance between bolts and plate edge check. It is an angle at which the concentrated load in concrete is considered when performing the check. Decreasing tension resistance of anchors. Coefficient for reducing the tensile strength of anchors, if their threads are not designed in accordance with a norm that regulates the production and assembly of steel structures. Braced system. This option indicates whether the structure is braced or not. In other words, whether the horizontal movement in the connection plane of the observed element is limited. Bearing check with alpha B. This setting determines the method of calculating the pressure in the bolt holes, usually according to the norms set in the Eurocode. Apply beta P influence in shear resistance. This setting refers to the case of beam-to-beam connection, when in need of inserting the packing plates. In that case, the setting configures the shear resistance. The model and mesh setting refer to the parameters needed to complete the FEM analysis. Generally, default values are correct for most of the connections, and modification is only needed in extreme cases. An explanation of each option is available in the additional learning material, so check if you are interested. In the end, we click Save, OK or Reset, depending on the choices in the previous menu.